Okay, for some strange reason, I had the mute button on. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. How are you all doing? Hope you're well. Let's mute that now anyway. Put that on live. Boom. I don't want that one. Oh god, hold on a minute. I just screwed that up. Oh, it's just gone full screen on me. Oh, why does it do this? I need to go that. Where can I get my stream? Oh, I've lost the live chat. Oh, bugger. Right, let me just let me just open that up again. There we go. Manage videos, YouTube Live. There we go. Oh, it's just one of those days. Now it's going to show me an advert. That's what I don't really want. Yeah, you know, I do welcome adverts on the channel. I do. I really do. But I just... Why? Okay, that's what I want. I don't understand why it's doing that. Right, okay, we're back properly. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a bad Monday. I was expecting some stuff today, and it's not turned up. And then basically hurriedly rearranging stuff to do a live stream from last night for this afternoon. And then hurriedly arranging live streams for the week as well, and then having to rearrange everything again. It's a bit of a pain in the arse. Right, anyway, let's crack on. It's just completely what it says on the tin. Should we try that again? We are Southeastern Highspeed today, because of the upcoming Train Sim World Southeastern Medway Valley route that's being released by Firefly Simulations. So yeah, I am going to be driving Southeastern Highspeed stuff to this afternoon. What's that 47 tool do? Oh, it does a couple of tools. Oh, well, in that case, let's start off with the Faversham to Chatham Rail Tour. Ramsgate to Edinburgh Waverley. Let's kick off with that one. Yeah. But cloud. I'm not doing, what do they call it? Oh, I don't know what they call it. I'm not doing scenarios. I'm not doing dynamic weather. So, yeah. But hey, I'm going to be here till about probably 5:30 because I've got to pop out, so I've got to get ready to get out, pop out tonight. So yeah, come and spend a bit of the afternoon watching with me. Let's get all this keyboard stuff sorted. I don't even know what 47 it is. Don't do tail lighters, marker lights, spot one. 47527. Oh. That 47's a bit loud, to be honest. Got doors. Brakes off. There's a bit of a slight fast pull away. There's actually people on this train. Or is it just another Dovetail ECS? Oh no, there are people on it. I hope they get this not in service bug or all the PIS sorted. It's taking a mickey. So yeah, I shall repeat it again because I think I was kind of muted when I said everything. So the original plan was that Wednesday morning at 10 AM I would be going live with a first look at Medway Valley from Firefly, but because the preview is at Wednesday night, then after the preview has finished for Medway Valley, I will be going live. That's it. So from, I think it's just after 9 o'clock, I will be going live with my first look at Medway Valley. I have played it and it will be on the PC, not the PlayStation 5. So it will be a PC stream. I've played it and I really do quite like it, to be honest. Coming back to playing this, it's a little bit okay. It's a bit, this looks outdated. They've done such a fantastic job on it. I don't know what it's going to run like on the PlayStation. I just know on my PC it runs quite well. So yeah. It's not done this, has it? It has. If you're getting adverts, I apologise. I forgot to do the set the adverts, so What's it doing? Bear with me. So basically, I generally tend not to have the adverts coming through the live stream, because I just feel that you're here to watch the live stream. The adverts will get allocated after the live stream is finished. That's what I usually want done, and for some strange reason I forgot to do it. So if you're getting adverts, can I suggest that you just Control F5, just refresh your browser? You may get an advert just, you know, as you come in. Then in theory you should not get another advert. Yeah. In theory. Are we 75 or not? We're 95. So we should be able to... 37 there. Look at that. So in theory we should be able to achieve the odd 85 or 90 miles an hour. We've got 12 miles to go. Where are we? And then I don't know where we are. Wrong key. Where are we? Oh, we are approaching Sittingbourne. There's a 37 in there yesterday. Oh, we got a red light, so we're going to have to start slowing. Yeah, there's a 37 at Sittingbourne yesterday. Red light engine back to Derby. OZ37, I think it was. It's no good hitting 90 miles an hour when you've got a recall in front of you. I may get a phone call, I may get messages, or I may get a knock on the door, I don't know. So yeah, I will have to go and answer them. Sure, I did get an AWS warning for that. Where's the oh, because you got to do this one as well. Yeah, when you do, because I do control shift and enter and shift and enter, it doesn't activate the change cab ends lever. There's our red. Denied. Wait for signal to change. Train's still there. What time is he due off? He's starting to go. Let's take the brakes off. brakes. So it means now we're going to be stuck behind this IET, this javelin. Come on, let's get going. Oh, and if you don't know what that is, I just stalled the engine. So to clear that, you need to put your reverser engine only. And then engine start. And she should cough and splutter into life. But make sure you put the reverser into engine only. Home of the BCP, this is. Get my marker lights on. I don't know what ones they are. Maybe those. Ow. So yeah, I will also be doing my normal Wednesday, well, it won't be Wednesday night game, it'll be again Wednesday afternoon gaming on Wednesday afternoon, strangely enough. So yeah. That'll be from 2 o'clock as well. Tomorrow I'm going to spend most of the day job hunting. Yay! Thing is, these formations are so wrong, it's ridiculous. They don't have a brake van on them, for starters. Obviously the 47 doesn't have a GSMR. Crank the speed up a bit. I think from Chatham this is going up to via Sweden. Have a chat. So we go there. I think this is going up via Strood, going up that way. I got lost on the map. I was like, where am I? I was like that when I woke up this morning, actually. So yeah, we're just going to be doing services on South Eastern Highspeed this afternoon, hence an afternoon on South Eastern Highspeed. Why? Because it is a lovely route. It's looking a bit aged now, considering, but it's basically in honour of that we're getting Medway Valley this week. So yeah. Be honest, would have much preferred a oh, these cameras on here, this bloody route are a pain in the arse. Next up we are going to do a 395 service from St Pancras down to Ashford, I think it is. We will do a 395 service from Ashford, from St Pancras. No, we're going to do Ashford to St Pancras. Then we're going to do on a 395. Then we're going to do St Pancras to Faversham on a 395. But yeah, I am here till 5:30 because I got to pop out. I know someone has messaged me on Discord about the Hamworthy branch. If you are watching now, I will try and find time to respond. It probably won't be today, it might be tomorrow or tomorrow evening. Oh. So basically on the Medway Valley route, you run from Gravesend down to Rhein, where we just passed. And then obviously from Tonbridge up to Gravesend on that way. So basically we go out on that one. This goes all the way down to Tonbridge down here somewhere. There you go, AWS is working now. Yay! That's why the brakes weren't working. That was a loco brake. Coming up to Gillingham. Couple of 465s. Oh no, we better keep slowing. Better keep slowing. Would have preferred a large logo 47 or a intercity one, to be honest. If anyone is chatting or putting in chat, nothing is coming up. I don't think it's a setting, so it might be a problem, because I know some people would have been chatting by now, so big hello to you all anyway. But yeah, I don't think I've got it as customization, live chat, live video, subscribers, anyone. Yeah, it's the subscribers, members. Yep, so everything there. I think it. If you can't, if you're chatting and you can't see it, then because I can't see it either, I would suspect that chat has gone. Oh, excuse me. I think chat might have gone AWOL. So yeah, that's a bit of a bugger. I'm not rushing to the station because I'm waiting for the red to clear, but we got to stop anyway, so yeah, might as well. Hey, hello District Rail, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you are well. Nah, don't apologise. Don't remember seeing that there. I do have subscribers only chat on as well, so if you are trying to chat and you can't get through, it should say that subscribers chat is subscribers only mode is on, and it's just basically to stop people coming in and it's just causing trouble, and bots posting as well. Having a bit of a you know, sort of day really, to be honest. Not a good day, not a bad day, but a Monday, as one might say. But yeah, doing kind of okay. But yeah, just it is what it is, one of those days. Things going on, stuff that I want to try and get on and deal with, and then I just can't because other things are going wrong, and yeah. And I'm trying to brake as well, and these brakes on this 47, just the braking is just so, what do you call it? So I'm feeling as though I've got a cold or something like that, which I don't, but I have all the hallmarks of a cold, but I don't have a cold. Don't think it's hay fever. Where I used to live, we had privet bushes, privet hedges in the garden. And where a lot of people think, oh, the English, they love their privet bushes. No, I bloody don't. I can't stand them. They continually sneeze. It's awful, really is. So this time of year when they start coming out, flowering and everything, it's a pain. Oh, okay. Just shut the doors out then. Well, if that's the case, then let's go and get some collectibles. I think I may have them. Oh, hello. I think I may have them already. Oh, no, I've got that one. Yeah, got that. Got that one. Oh, hello. That's why we got to wait. That thing. No, you're not going to let me out there. Boom, 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 boom. That's the old signaling centre over there. So I don't get mullered. Pew, 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 pew. So, what releases have you bought or are you looking forward to in the future for what's coming out? I thought they had route maps here. I, for one, did not realise they had that there. The old network rail clock. Not network rail. Network Southeast. Yeah, that is a nice route. Yeah, Medway is a really nice route from what I've played so far. Yeah, they've done a really lovely job on that. Wait until 12, 28 and 30. Well, I'm not going to be able to go any faster because I've got a red light. Stamford route is okay, but it's crashed twice now. One was my fault, which was last night in my members stream. Because I kept going the old free cam, going back to the rear of the train, and you know, with the American trains, they are a bit long, and yeah, on the PS5 it just didn't like it, and it crashed. It went back to like the loading screen, and I tell myself not to do that. Yeah, but luckily my stream was nearly finished anyway. Well, it was finished because the game crashed as I was finishing the stream. So yeah, but yeah, it's a nice route. I mean, you got like the Hudson Line, Harlem Line. You've got parts of Long Island Railroad in there. You got NEC. You got the New Haven section as well. You got the original NEC route up to New Rochelle. I believe it doesn't go from Newark anymore, Newark Airport, but you've got that in there as well, and it is a nice route. Yeah, I mean it is one of those things. It's on the PS5. There was a lot going on in that route, and then for some strange reason I was doing the Train Sim World 2. No, Train Sim World 2020 vinyl wrapped AC64 on a NEC service, and about 3,000 foot outside Stanford, it crashed. The PlayStation just crashed. I wasn't even live streaming. But that night, going into the release stream I did, I was actually running an M8 into Grand Central. There was a train that was off path, so I deleted that, and it created such a backlog behind it. I was running into Grand Central between 15 and 16 frames a second, and the old frame rate, as you can see, is in the top right hand corner under the track monitor. That was in the red, between 15 and 18 frames a second. I struggled to get into Grand Central, but I managed to. And I was live streaming at the time, and it didn't crash. So it kind of... Good afternoon there, Jack. How are you? On ICE 849. Oh, nice. You managed to get past the fire on the track then, which is good. So yeah, it boggles me that I can be not streaming and at about between 30 and 40 frames a second. You passed it at line speed. Oh, nice. Nothing like add a bit of Russian wind to the fire and fan the flames is awesome, that then. It boggles me that when I'm running it between 30 and 45 frames a second, all of a sudden the game can just crash. But when I'm running and live streaming at 15 to 19 frames a second, the game does not crash, and there's more stress being put on the the graphics system and everything than what it is at 30 to whatever it is. It's a bit bizarre, but it's Train Sim World. It's Train Sim World. So yeah, it just I don't understand it sometimes. So where are you off to now, Jack? So the Class 90 preview stream is on tonight. Yeah, it is. It is quite bizarre. I can understand kind of now where obviously you got more and more routes coming out, complex routes with more trains and more services. I can definitely understand now on PC, not PC so much, but consoles, and especially the Gen 8, that you're not going to get a decent enough experience. And I can understand why a lot of people are just going over to PC. because I don't suffer with blurry textures on the PC. I'm using RTX 3060, which is a tad old. A 9th gen CPU, 10850K, Intel I think it is. So we are approaching Chatham, home of the Dovetail Massive. I tend not to let it blurry. I tend not to let it ruin it, because I know it's going to happen. It's one of those things, and I've got to think about, well, I'm on console, and I've got to understand that the amount of memory is non-infinite, as it is to a degree on thingy. So yeah, it is annoying. No, totally understand, but I kind of don't let it worry me, because it's one of those things that's going to happen, and I think obviously they are dealing with it, and they are trying to get round it. And I mean, don't forget when they did the download manager for the PlayStation 5, it took them what, a year or so to do it. Yeah, definitely on console. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I can understand why, to a degree. I mean, I think some of this is their own fault, because I definitely would not have turned around and released this on Gen 8 for this year, for TSW6. Are you on PlayStation or Xbox? And Gen 8 or Gen 9? I'm hoping you're going to say Gen 9. Main menu. I would always come out to the main menu and not do return to timetable, and then go and choose another service. That way you just dump everything out. PS5, and yes, it's baffling why they held on to Gen 8. Everything so far this year, I don't think much has come out on Gen 8 apart from Wonders of Sodor, which is a completely different game. So yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, it's baffling why they are. I mean, they've still got sales, and there are people playing. Well, of course they're playing, because you're still providing the service of them to play the routes. If you take away that service from playing the routes, you know, you take away Train Sim World for Gen 8, then you're going to start seeing people stop playing and moving on to something different. They can't have it both ways. So in the end of the day, something's going to give, I think. Yeah, basically because it's less than 5 gig in size. It's about 5 gig or 6 gig. I think the PlayStation was about 8 gig, if I remember rightly. I can't remember offhand. And yeah, it's not that big to a degree. I said we're going to do Ashford, didn't I, to St Pancras. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Oh, we can do Margate, St Pancras. Take off dynamic weather, because the other thing as well, which helps for me, eases dynamic weather. That helps eases the blurry textures. I just do not do dynamic weather. Just take it off completely. Why does it do in April instead of March? I don't want it to do April. Have a little bit of cloud. Bit windy. So yeah, I can understand, that they've done it for Gen 8, but I'm kind of hoping that they are not going to do the next version of or this year's Train Sim World for Gen 8, because if they do, they're just asking for trouble. I can't. Most of the stuff at the moment that's been released have been, oh yeah, we can't do Gen 8. So yeah. Right, let's put all the bits on. AWS, yeah, that's all on as well. I've got to check this actually. Yeah, it don't work. Yeah. Well, the thing is, they just need to take them out. That works. Right, unlock the doors. Turn the key in. Which side are we on? We're on the right hand side. Good God. That is noisy. And we need to do that one there. Speed. I am speed. Journey. That don't work. Fault. Nope. Key code. Nope. Announce. Nope. Status. Nope. Dark screen. It already is. Test set. I think. Yeah, nothing. Okay, right. Fan mode. Yep, only fans. Headlights. Nope. Day. There we go. Block doors. See, this is a bug that's come in since the last update, or before. Everything shows not in service. Oh, I need to check that. Thought there was someone on the line up there. Right, Ebbsfleet is next. Let's crack on. Saving up for a PC at the moment, awesome. Yeah, the thing is, they're not cheap. You're looking at a high spec PC. You're looking at a vast amount of money these days. Going to beep at me. There we go. Yeah, literally, that's it. That is it. I think it's a core issue. So again, I'm going to report this again on the Dovetail Discord, ambassador server. So yeah. Right. Oh, damn it. Just that wee bit premature. I was at Margate actually, when was it? Back in November last year, I think it was. Went to do an interview with Simon Kohler from Hornby, ex-Hornby guy. And yeah, it was quite enjoyable. It's a bit scary how many bugs are core issues. Pretty much guaranteed the game will break at some point. Oh yeah, it will do. Come on, let's get some giddy up. Let's get some speed, Dobbin. What's our steed? 395027. 12 car. Let's rattle this baby. This has got to be one of my favourite routes, if not my favourite route. I mean, someone actually asked me when I did a link to the stream yesterday in the Train Sim World community Facebook page. They did ask me, goes, what's your favourite route? And I thought, you know what, I've got loads. You know, it's just not, I mean, my most played route will be between, and I'm going back to the original Train Sim World, from the original Train Sim World up to what we have now. My most played route will be Great Western Express, and then I think Southeastern Highspeed, and then quite possibly Main Spessartbahn, Ruhr ignored, and one or two of the other German routes. Yeah, but Great Western Express, I literally completed that. Sometimes, if you are lucky as well, you will get to see trains going down there. I could probably turn around and tell you that the trains running down there, that track runs all the way into here. I suspect that's the portal there, but then there's another bit of track there as well, and I'm thinking that may not be just the portal. I reckon that is uncovered, but I need to get into the editor and have a look at that at some point. It's one of the best UK routes. I think Medway Valley is going to surpass this. Just, I know it's short, but just for the just the way it looks on the PC, what I've been playing, it looks fantastic. Who's dinging me on Discord? Ooh. Oh, it's bloody, who is it? Astrakhan? Heavy cargo. Oh, I'm trying to do two different things at once. You enjoy Birmingham Crewe, yes. This route was way more to do, yeah. I don't like the 8:05 timetable for Euston Milton Keynes. I hate it. And it's yet another timetable. Yeah. It's just I don't know. I just don't. There's a lot of things wrong with that timetable. The Birmingham Crewe, the 8:05 timetable, isn't it? Both of them, yeah. So the 8:05 timetable, I'm going to be very careful what I'm saying. It's on Birmingham. The 8:05 timetable on Birmingham Crewe is okay. On Euston to Milton Keynes, it's crap because they got not much freight. Less than 10 freight services per day, according to them, run up along the Milton Keynes corridor. It's just wrong. Absolutely just wrong. And I don't understand why they didn't do it based on the timetable. Use the timetable like what? Oh, well, I don't know. They couldn't actually because it was 2 different years. But yeah. On the cargo line ones and the original updated version of it, there's plenty of freight. Yeah, the 805 timetable is shit. I just do not like it. I will not play the 805 timetable. The timetable that I play is the latest cargo line one, because then that has everything in it. All the cargo line stuff, if it runs, and the original, cause it's all made off the original Euston Milton Keynes timetable. So yeah, I won't touch the 805 timetable. And there's other stuff I want to say, but I can't say. So yeah, so yeah, best I don't. 18 miles away from Ebbsfleet. There's a railway there, which we just went over. I just hope they try and get this Mildmay line extension and timetable working well, and not just overload it with loads and loads of stuff like they have done with Mildmay itself. They just need to cut back on a lot of the stuff. I mean, for Mildmay, I have the 395 and the King's Cross 800s. Actually, I don't have the 395 switched off. I should have the 395 switched off, actually. I have the LNER Zoomer and the certain 700 service switched off. But I realised the other day I hadn't turned off the 395 South Eastern Highspeed services from St Pancras, which I should do because they do cause problems. And I see it as though, yeah, they are there for you to use, but the system becomes unstable if you do try using them. With you get so much frame rate issues and blurry textures, especially around the King's Cross, St Pancras area, because it's such a big area. And I just tend just to take them out because it just eases the pressure on it, to be honest. You know, I try to say this is what I find easier, but there are people saying, well, they're in there for a reason. They're there, I'm going to use them. Well, carry on crashing then. You know, anything to ease the experience. And at the end of the day, you're there looking out that way. You're not train spotting, you know? You can't do that as a driver. You have to concentrate. That in front of you. That here is your target. Not the 395 or the 801 passing down below you. Good afternoon there, young Bradley. This route's good. What's it called? I don't know. I can't see. Fife Circle, I think, in the future. Is it free? I am so going to slap you. Quite a hot take. You drive trains in a train sim. Yeah. But I mean, to be honest, you know, people say, "Oh, it's just a game." Yeah, but it is a game. But then again, if you start putting stuff in that will make the system unstable, then you know, if you want to have a decent experience, where I mean, the way I see it is that if the PlayStation crashes, and I'm doing a live stream, I lose the live stream. If I'm on PC and I'm using OBS and streaming the PlayStation, streaming from the PC, and the game crashes on the PC, OBS still keeps working and my live stream is still there. I think it's just to make it look busy, and I kind of find, yeah, to a degree, I mean, if I had the dogs danglies in PCs, which I don't, then I wouldn't worry about it. If the performance is there. Most of the layers do serve purpose, but some of them are questionable. Well, yeah, the layers, they serve purpose. They're there for a reason. They're there to fill the route out. God, have you ever played? Did you ever play Rapid Transit with just the BR442? If it's based on reality, then absolutely fine. But it's just a thing. I think at the end of the day, it's sometimes you have to think we may just have to draw back on some of our achievements, what we want to achieve. Yeah, exactly. You keep your textures. I mean, I've said that if it does go blurry, there's not much I can do about it, you know? But then to help it not go blurry, then I would definitely think that possibly, like I said, the 801, the LNER Azuma services, you can't really see them. I just take them off, just remove the layer. Some of the 700 services from King's Cross, remove the layer. Oh yeah. I think, what was the one I just played? New York, Stanford. Like I said, I've got texture issues with that. Bearing in mind though, the reason why it probably crashed is that it was on pause for about 35 minutes while I was helping out my next door neighbour with something. So yeah. But you know, that probably doesn't help it being on pause. You know, my PlayStation is an original one, the PS5. It's an original PS5. Had it since what, 4 or 5 years, probably about 6-7 years now. So I've got to thank my mum for this as well. She didn't buy it for me. Got to start slowing down. She, I cared for my mum, and it was overnight, and she had to be got up, helped out of bed to get to the toilet, helped back into bed, sort of thing. And that sometimes you'll go on about 3 or 4 times overnight, which was, yeah, it was horrible. But one of these nights, I literally left my phone on charge, forgot to turn it off. And then I just laid in bed at about 3:30 in the morning, and I was looking on Argos, and they had PlayStations for sale. And I was like, oh my god, this is when everyone was buying them up for shit and everything, and then you know, shitting on the prices, trying to get loads and loads. So yeah, I went straight into the other room, switched my network on. You haven't seen me move so fast. And yeah, managed to pay for the PS5, order it, and it was coming the next day. And I made sure that it's just like, I did take the day off for that from work. So yeah, I was so pleased with that. I think for me, really, you know, the major texture ones would be on mild May, and obviously the one that I had on thingy. The 805s, they are optimizing it, so they are dealing with them. Not the 805, but they are dealing with it. That's a good thing, but it's not 100% finished. It's not 100% done. So, you know, I don't know this, and I was going to say I suspect that you could be getting texture issues with the upcoming Medway route, but that's unfounded. I don't know. I can't, because I know that they've been working with Dovetail and in trying to solve the texture issue. So hopefully on the consoles we won't get blurry textures, but you just don't know. There's so many different configurations, you know. Some people have 3 or 4 terabyte internal SSDs on the PlayStation. I mean, I've got 2 terabyte internal one and a normal, the standard 800 odd gig standard PlayStation Sony one that they gave you. But I think Train Sim World is currently hitting about 458 gig on that 2 terabyte internal SSD. So yeah, but there are some people that have Train Sim World on the standard SSD that ships with the PlayStation. Pretty much guaranteed will run into texture issues. Yeah. Thought he was going to do a To Infinity and Beyond on me. Well, we'll be able to see what's in. See, we're down to 30 odd frames a second now. So that tells me there's got to be something that's rather. That's a 701. It might be, that might be a relivery 701. Where would that be? Over there, wouldn't it? Well, let me just have a look. If we can go that far. I think we can. I reckon that's that reliveried one. That's over there, isn't it? Where is it? It's not. Oh, okay. I thought it was. Now, remind me not to press 1. And I go on and open the other doors. Let's go and Hi Penguin President, how you doing? Sure Bradley's happy about this. Yeah. Looking forward to... Hi William. Looking forward to Medway? Yes I am. Yep. Been playing it a bit. Obviously this is one reason why I am playing Train Sim South Eastern Highspeed. Because of Medway Valley coming later. I will be, so that some people don't know, Firefly will be with Dovetail showcasing this route Wednesday night. Instead of the embargo for the ambassadors to show this at 10 AM, The embargo is in place till 9 PM Wednesday evening. So 9 PM I'm going to be going live with Medway Valley. So I will be live Wednesday evening from 9 PM. With playing Medway Valley, and it will be on the PC and not the PlayStation. I will then hopefully on Thursday be in the afternoon. I will be live on Thursday afternoon, I think. Wednesday night gaming, no, but there'll be a Wednesday afternoon gaming. Oh, it all changed. Yeah, trust me, because the way things was going, what I said last night was gonna. Oh no, you weren't in the members, were you? So the idea was just that I was going to do Wednesday from 10. Oh, DRS down there, nice. From 10 AM Wednesday, I was going to do the preview for Medway Valley. Yeah, because of they've changed it that we can't preview anything till after 9 PM, then yeah, so that's all changed now. You had joined the stream a bit earlier, but was at a funeral at the church of bell ringers. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's not what you call it, that you know that you have to attend every single stream. It's not. It's like, you know, I'm here, I'm streaming. If you want to pop in, say hello. That's what it is. Oh dear me, sorry. I didn't have a very good night's sleep last night either. Well, I went to bed about 12:05. Yes, I did duck going under that bridge. So we will be doing a return St Pancras to Faversham run in a minute. Right, let's see what we got in. So we have EWS is booked. EWS is booked. Well, that's interesting. GBRF. The Zone. No, it was the Zone. That was Adam. That's Mr. Lucas. That's his loco. Nothing else running on the freight that we missed? No. So the other thing as well with Medway Valley, not only do we get to play What's in Who, we also get to play what's in Tonbridge Yard as well. Which is pretty cool. Although I can't play it at the moment because I'm in RC Preview on the PC, so stuff like Creator Club stuff won't work. What I have to do is when I get 5 minutes, I can't really do much this week because I'd probably do something Friday afternoon, is that I have Train Sim World 2, 3, 4 and 5 installed on Steam on the D drive on the PC. I have Train Sim World 6 installed on the C drive SSD on the PC. I want to delete those Train Sim World on the D drive. That's about 1 terabyte of stuff, and I want to move, or probably have to delete and then reinstall on the D drive Train Sim World 6. So that I need to do that where I know that there isn't going to be any release for a few days, for a week or two. Well, not 2 weeks, but for a week. So I can just basically get it off the C drive, put it on the D drive. You just can't copy it across, which would be absolutely great, but no, you know, it's nothing that simple. Because I've only got about 100 odd gig left on the C drive, and I want to keep that literally free. So next run is basically some pancakes down to Faversham. Now you want pancakes? Go get some. Actually, I'll do some this week. Never made them before. When was it? This pancake day. Because basically, obviously, you know, my mum used to make them. Obviously, when I was there caring for her. And I think since 2020, 2022, I think it was, I haven't had any. Yeah, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make some this year. Gonna do some. All I do, I just went and bought some pancake mix. You know, you buy them in those little tub bottles, fill it up with water, give it a good shake, and then yeah, chuck some in a hot pan. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Job's a good one. That's what you've done. Yeah, I will buy some at the weekend. So we're now approaching Stratford. Yeah, that's the same with me. I've only ever done them once. The first one was a bit iffy, very iffy. I didn't put enough mix in the frying pan, and I was like, okay, that's not good. So the second ones, the third and the fourth and the fifth one was, yeah, that's good. But I may buy the one with the chocolate chip in it. I don't know. I might buy a couple. They're just cheap to make, really. I wouldn't say they're the healthiest of things to eat, but, you know. They'll do me. Right. So just, if you wonder what that noise was, just draw my curtains back. Because the sun's gone round now, so yeah, it's not as hot or warm in here, or bright. I've got to tidy this room up as well. I've got magazines all over the floor. Lock the doors. I've got hiccups. I hate having hiccups. Right, okay, some pancakes, here we come. I'm going to keep calling it some pancakes because people don't like me calling it some pancakes. We should hit 100k, 100 miles an hour, just as we get into the thingy when it goes up. Oh, classic paint jobs DLC for the heavy haulage. Might have to have a look at that. So we're doing a return run down to Faversham, and then I think we will do a 465, probably 700, 701, sorry, 700. Speeding down a wee bit early. What we got coming in up here? Any freight on the North London line? No. Zip. We do have something due because we got 4 yellow lights. Something coming out of going into there. Down to 50. Time yet. Still nothing coming. No, what it'll happen when we start turning in round here. We'll turn up. I just let it slow down to 50 because with Medway we'll be able to use the new 465 Javelin, etc. Yes. Oh yes, 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 yes. Any HSTs popping out? Nothing. Absolutely zip. Right, so the last loco that we can look at will be the 66 that's down there. What will it be? That's a DB one, I think. Oh, no. Oh, that's a DRS job, which is highly inappropriate. Well, in fact, it is EWS, because most of those DRS 66s have gone back to DB now. Out of those 250 66s, they sold about a quarter of them, or got rid of them, and I think about 2 or 3 have been scrapped. HSTs are looking well. You know what people will be thinking now? I wouldn't be surprised at some point we may get, well, I'm not, let's put this, rephrase this a better way. I wouldn't be surprised that we may get at some point Class 222 in ScotRail livery for Trains in World. There we go. And we'll stick a DRA on as well. Uh-oh. That's a no tea and biscuits. We hit the buffers. Dovetail, sort your frickin' cameras out, man. That unfortunately was thingy popping in. Yeah, we hit the buffer stop. That's it. Oh, excuse me. I've been sacked. Been sacked from Southeastern. Oh dear. Well, at least I didn't hit it at 95 miles an hour or something like that. You know what I mean? They might just add a repaint of the 220 on a layer on the Scottish routes. No, they won't. It will be because they'll probably sell it. They'll probably do the 220 is just totally different than the two the 222 is different, totally different than the 220. Right, so back to the Timetable. We got about an hour and a bit left. Ooh. Now we've got a little bit more. Actually, just over an hour and a half. Hour and 3/4. 222 is the meridian, yeah. I'm thinking it's 4:30. It's 3:30. While we're loading back, let me go and fill my my glass up. We actually, yeah, no, we can do that. We can do. Oh. It'd probably been better actually if I'd actually got up first and then lifted the glass up. But no, Tony does it totally different. No visitors. Good. Oh. Let me take you for a little tour. This is the fridge. Say hello, fridge. Oh. And the Twix bar is just shouting out at me to be eaten. That's not a good thing to bang down a bottle of unopened Dr. Pepper. Because you just know it's going to go all over the place. That's better. I think... Did I switch that off? I did. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I'm going to pull that back a bit. Ow. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, you cannot put, or I've not been able to, from the on the PC, the Thomas 80th anniversary green tank engine into Train Sim, into Wonders of Sodal. It will not work because I tried it this morning. Doesn't work. Right, so can I have a P&B? And no, I'm not going to take the headset into the loo either. Bear with. Two is a meridian. Come on, Alan, get that away. Right. Damn, what is? What is SEW? Rugby? SEW, so? Any ideas what that is? Yeah, my one isn't. My stories aren't. I've got to do the. I've got 3 recorded. I've got to put another 2 up. Southeastern Wit, Southeastern Wit, Southeastern Whip, Southeastern White, but they're all white. I don't know. Prepare this unit for service and take it from Gillingham to Rochester. Let's do that. Yeah, the stream that I did is what 1,970 odd views. So yeah, it's not bad. Might hit 2,000 by tomorrow. I don't know. I'll tell you what is doing quite well. The picture I took of the locos looking, Thomas, Gordon, Percy and James all looking at the other 3 steam locos from Train Sim World 6. 725, Thomas and Gordon. Bloody hell, that's good. That's pretty good. Don't forget, and climb up the ladder. Oh, that's what it is, look. The eastern bit is white. That's really good. That is good views, Bradley. How do we bloody uncouple these? Got to say, I do quite like the old British Rail light sign on the lights. I don't have that on my LED lights. We've got to sit in there, and then oh, you've got to key in first. Key out. Tony, why don't you just walk through the bloody train, you dumbass? Yeah, you can't see it though, look. Back in your day, they used to be Connex. Yeah, I remember them. Ex-cons. Connex, sorry. Why do the door? That was a bit loud, wasn't it? I can't do that yet. Headlights. Turning them off. Where are we going? So we do have something coming up. Oh, we have one of them. That's cool. Open the window. Open the window, you dumbass, not the door. No, shut the door. Hi, like Southwest trains. And NSC before that. Yeah, I can remember NSC. We will do the return Faversham to St Pancakes run in a bit as well. Southeastern Highspeed. It's afternoon on Southeastern Highspeed today. If you're watching on phone, it will come up with an afternoon on ... Best one in the game. I think you're going to fall out of love with this one and fall in love with Medway Valley, Bradley. I reckon you're going to be two-time in Medway Valley with this. Route Dresden Leipzig is the nice route. Needs to be a bit more busier though. And we are waiting for that to go. Yep, it's 465. Well, we've got time. How come my rear lights ain't on? Keep hitting my knees on the chairs. Yes, the fastest accelerating electric unit. They are lovely little units as well. Been on plenty of them. No, let me just sit down here a minute. Lights on, no one's home. Oh, got to turn regen on. Where am I? Am I not in there? I am. Hey, look, it's me. Hey, Mum, I'm in your live stream. There we go. Oh, let me through, come on. So, I'm still waiting for the company to phone me back on what they're supposed to be doing about my balcony. It's absolutely piss take. It really is. We've got yellow. Which one's yellow? Oh, that one's yellow. Okay. Right. Oh, regen braking. Come on. Oh, it is on. Put her in first. Brakes off. Give it all two. That's a lovely set of points coming out of there. Does it put us on the far left or the normal platform? Brill Motors was the best. Oh, definitely. Nope, we're going on the main. What's my favourite train? I like loads. I like loads. I like English stuff, US stuff, German stuff. Not French stuff. I like loads of stuff, be honest. Livery, don't know really. Large logo. Rail Freight grey with a red stripe. Large logo on a 56. X works. Yinging, how? Where did that sneak up from? Is that Dovetail? Or is that the leak, the plumber? That's not the plumber, is it? Oh, it is Dovetail. Yours is the 397 in Trans TPE. What that? That's on Creators Club. That's actually all separate. It took me ages to do that. Still can't figure out how to sort all that lot out. Why are we waiting, for God's sake? 1437. Why have we got to wait to 1437? How long is he going to be going there? Oh, man. What is going on here? 9. What time are you supposed to go off? So he's going off before me. Have fun. No, it's ECS. Do you want people running on my train? Just cleaned it. Have you got a signal? Oi! You got a signal to go. Oi, Doris! Go! Now I'm going to be waiting behind you. It's making me late now. Oi! Move! You hate going on a fast service and getting forced behind a regional freight. Ah, that's how it is. Oh, at last! About time! I should have done those black window shrouds, really. I mean, I'm only taking this up to... where are we? I'm only taking this up to Rochester. So you'll be travelling this route an awful lot. From... where are we? From here? Is that Gravesend? Yeah, from Gravesend all the way down through to... which I think is here. To Rhein, which is there. And then where you get to Strood, which is here, you go that way. You follow that way, that route. That's the Victoria. That one goes along to Paddock Wood and then Tonbridge, and everything in between. Husky, yeah, I'm not too bad. It's like I said, I've got everything saying that I've got a cold, but I haven't, which is really stupid. There we go. Should have put me DRA on, but I didn't. Or did I? The fuck? I did put the DRA. No, I didn't put DRA on. Where they come on? $3.95. Oh, Trainbow. And we stop at Rochester, and that's it. So St Pancras to Faversham is next. No point going any faster. It was weird when I was at it's weird with Bradley for the first time, meeting Bradley for the first time, and we're at where were we? We were at Faversham, Chatham. After I did my ambassador day, and it's weird seeing all the ECS trains going by, and yeah, there was a lot of them. We got speed set on this, haven't we? This is Chatham, home of the Dovetail Massive. Then Rochester is over the way. Two yellows and a red. As we are approaching Rochester. On final approach to Rochester. What are we? Our service is 5K46, Gillingham Depot to London Victoria. Rochester. And there you go. Not very long service, spent more time stood still. Right, back to the main. and then it will be 395 run from Sim Pancakes down to Faversham. Oh. Minding the gapping. Oh, that's emails. What have I got? Ooh, hello. Ah, marvellous. Right, okay. I need to have a look at that at some point then. Bum 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 bum. Southeastern Highspeed. So it's a full run from St Pancakes to Faversham. Is there a 10 past 4 off of there's a 15:56. Hi Kanan, how you doing? Welcome to stream. 15:54 or 15:56? Oh, we're not doing that one. 15:54 then. Okay, we'll do that. That's closest to us. You finally finished your Sodal scenario you've been working on. Oh, awesome. Let's make this full on cloud. Really dull day. With a bit of wet. So we've had a really heavy shower. I have this mosquito sort of thing on my window. I hate them. Damn things. You finally finished your Sodal scenario you've been working on. Oh, cool. Oh, why? I'll have an early night tonight by the sounds of it. No, because I'll be watching the Class 90 stream. So we have to put you on. God, it's all go here. Make sure that we are on CTRL, which we are. So we need to be on the AC, which we are. Yeah, so the pan's up. What are we? We are 002. Oh, 022. It's a bit of a dull day here in London land. Class 90 will be on the DTG channel. Yes. Tonight from 7 PM. I am out, so I shall not be watching it till later tonight. I think we have everything here what I need. Wait until 15:56. That's good by me. Ow. Take the brakes down to a bit. Headlights. Day running, there we go. I'll take that for buy that for $1. I still have the pond on my bloody balcony. It's still flooded. Showing no signs of receding yet. And the person that I sent an email to at the Stonewater customer service, she turns around, she goes, "Have you been able to get your hand down there to see if it's blocked?" And I was just like, I am not sticking my hand in that water. No idea where that water has come up from. It's not come from me. So the company that's supposed to be dealing with it apparently are supposed to be getting in contact with me. Yeah. It took them 5 months last year to sort the flagstones out, which they were all being held up by supports, and the supports had broke, which were previously laid the year before. Took them 5 months. It is not going to take them 5 months to sort this fucking flooded balcony out. So far it's taken them a month, as from today. I phoned them up 1 month ago. So we've had showers in the capital all day by the looks of it. DB shed has booked on the cements. Our first stop is Stratford. Nice to see a DB shed up there, look. Or is that a DB shed? Yeah, it is. Oh, too fast, too fast, too fast. There we go. There we go. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, dear. Calm down. Bloody hell, she gets excited. I kind of think it's probably the wrong idea to do the... Oh, hello, what's this guy got coming in? Is that a HST? Hopefully that's a HST. Yeah, it's a HST. Thing of the past. Once a thing of the future, now a thing of the past. That's a tight squeeze, I can do it. Anything on the North London line? Nope. Let's crack on. I do quite like the Class 90. But there is a but with it. There is a but. So I can move that thing. There he goes. No bloody free reprobates on my windows. I've got to clean them. The thing is, with my flooded balcony, I've got so much I want to do this year. I've got to repaint the balcony rail, and I want to get my plants sorted, and all my put my solar lights back out as well. My new ones that I've got. It's taking the mickey, it really is. So basically my balcony, literally, I have these flagstones that are all supported by black plastic supports. Last year those black plastic supports broke because they were all the flagstones were balanced on top of these plastic spacers that the idiots who laid them the year before, when they waterproofed the balcony, that's ironic, they used them to balance up and square up, basically make them flat as possible. But when you walk on these flagstones, they move because they were still unstable, what's that word? Uneven. So eventually all the plastic bits fell off. and unnecessary weight was put onto certain areas of the supports, which the supports were actually put on upside down and they weren't fixed. So naturally they all moved and started breaking, which, yeah, obviously it's a bit of a cascade sort of effect. When one started breaking, they all started breaking. So yeah, waited 9 months last year to get my balcony sorted. This guy come along and he like sicko flexed everything into place, and now I have a tile up because of the water that's currently sitting. It's about, if I was to put my foot in it, it would be over my ankle. Okay, then, cool. That is how bad it is. It's about this. It's about 1 inch above my ankle. And that's a hell of a lot of water in that, or liquid in that area. Now the only way that water is going to get out is down the plug hole or being bailed out over the side. I am not having any of that liquid come through this flat. It's not being tipped down my toilet or not being tipped down into my sink either. I am not having any of that. It's going out one way, down the plug hole or over the side. I've turned around and said that to them. We're still early. That shouldn't happen. Apparently we're not in service. The next stop is not in service. Come on, Dovetail, sort it out. No one's getting off either. Don't go. Please don't go. Lock doors. Ooh, we can go up here. Wow, look at that. Did you notice these people were here? So far, you know what will happen? I will have like an appointment for a job interview or a meeting or something, and they'll turn around and decide to turn up, and it'll be no, you'll have to come back. There's no way I'm leaving my keys with anyone here, not to my place. Why has the stream paused? That's interesting. on my laptop, the stream had paused. Right, Ebbsfleet is next. If any of you have looked on my Burton Road page today, you would have seen a couple of new photos going up. Quite topical, I think. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You can go and have a look. Burton Road on Facebook page. On Facebook. Miles to Ebbsfleet, right? Okay. What's on the cement traffic? Oh no, this is it's Dagenham, innit? Dagenham, innit, bruv? Freightliner. That's about right. DB is booked. And another Freightliner, which would be about right because Freightliner do the cement and Freightliner work out of the car place there, Dagenham. Do we get to see any freight running? Let's have a cheat. No, we don't. Oh well. I've got the signalling diagram for this somewhere. Duck. Been over that road, I think. Strangely enough, I didn't realise Dagenham had a bit of a mountain in there. So what will be on the cement? Probably Freightliner. EWS by the looks of it. Yep. That sits there all day, don't do anything. Sounds familiar. Sounds like someone I know. Where are we? Oh, we're stopping at Esley, so we've got to slow down a bit. May get to do a freight service after this because I've not done one. We need to do one. Yes, we do. YouTube. Will the 90s be on any other routes apart from West Coast Main Line? No. Of course, you can use free roam. And I think that should be it. Pan should be down, and the shoes should be down as well, which they are. Nothing in there today. Right, let's see if this works. Yeah, it's worked. Still got it. Who have we got coming in? Nice. A lot of people complaining about there's no engine room, and I mentioned it in my stream yesterday that the people are saying, oh, they're going to buy it, there's no engine room. And really, you're not going to buy it because there's no engine room? I mean, come on, not being silly here, but 99.5% of the time, every time you use that loco, 99.95% of the time, you'll be sitting in the front in the cabs. Does it matter that there's an engine room modelled? No. The HST doesn't? No. Exactly. Well, they do. You have an engine room in some, well, most of them do, to be honest, locomotives. Oh, let's slow to 30. Every single locomotive class, like, oh, we've got a 66. Give them a 2. Every single locomotive that I know of has an engine room. Oh, are you talking real life or in Train Sim World? I'm taking it literally as in real life. I mean, if you put down every sort of 95% of locos in Train Sim World do not have an engine room modelled. No. Most locomotives have an engine room. In fact, I would say all diesel and electric locomotives have an engine room. The 66 has an engine room. The 60 has an engine room. If you're talking about in Train Sim World, then no, there's not many of the locos that are modelled with engine rooms. No, there isn't. But my argument with people aren't buying it because it doesn't have it modelled still stands. You spend 99.9% of the time driving from the cab, not driving from the fucking engine room. Do you see what I mean? It doesn't make no difference to me. That's not my doors, that's the 465s over there. I really just do not get some people sometimes, I'll tell you. Oh, oh, I am hurting today. Ow, ow, ow. Strood is next. What have we got here? Personally, don't see a point either, but I do get it. Well, to be honest, oh God, what's she want? I could be on the PC after I get back later on tonight. Just don't really want to be. Not that time of night. Oh, I'm going too fast. Oh, I'm gonna have to read that from YouTube partner. Or my YouTube third person that I need to go to. Prices get higher and nothing changes. In fact, things get arguably worse. An engine room at worst is just extra dev time DGG would rather not spend. But the thing is, though, I can understand what you're saying there, but the cost of living has gone up. Okay, they have to charge. You know, they have to charge extra for whatever it is they need to charge for. They're a business. But to be honest, Dovetail don't usually go around modelling engines. It was just trains that started this. Well, actually, no, that's a lie, because they did the BR182 for the and the AC64. So there were stuff done in that, to be honest. Hi, Speculator, I've quite forgotten what a total bloody chore setting up a new laptop can be. We did not ask for bit blocker, but got it anyway, and about 5 GB of crud I had to forcibly remove. I'm in full grouse mode. Yeah, I know, don't worry. There's just stuff on my one that I just like, it keeps saying to me, would you like to finish setting up your laptop? No, it's fine, thanks. We'll remind you in 3 months. Please don't. You know? No, you know. But to be honest, the prices of stuff like your council tax, your rent on your flat, your rent that you have to pay to the council, whatever, your TV license, your bus fares, your oil, your petrol, everything, it goes up. Why should Dovetail not be the same? Oh. Well, we have 111, that's being sold. We also have 088, I can't see the rest of them. DB, Freightliner and Dirty DB as booked. And a DRS. And a GBRF one. Wow, we've got a full mix of everything there. You know, I can see people when they say, yeah, but you know, they're like this every year. But well, they're a business. They've got to survive. Prices have to go up. And I think, to be honest, to a degree, they are fully justified in what they do, because, like with the Stara Parker one, the Czech one, it was 2 new locos. Yes, it was third party, but you know, it's all the access that Dovetail give to the third party for help and everything. So you know. Yeah, quite. You understand just very unfortunate things. Oh, definitely, yeah. You know, it's this twat in America that decided to go along with that other twat in Israel that decided to start a war off in the Middle East yet again. Do you know what I mean? And this is the twat in America that turned around and said he'll get peace between Russia and Ukraine within 3 months. Well, he's been in there about a year and he's still not achieved that. So, you know, and every time someone farts out or in the Middle East, the prices go sky high. And that's the price of things, you know. And the thing is, you know, personally, I'm going to be struggling. If I don't get a job, I am so going to be struggling. And this is why, you know, I'm trying to find a job. Is it moaning though? Well, we all like to moan about something, but at the end of the day, prices rising are a daily event. And it's just people that they don't see. I think a lot of it is they're people, they do not see the hard work that goes into creating this stuff. And this is why I always turn around and say to someone, well, if you think you can do it better, especially the Americans that like to turn around and say, anything that Dovetail do American-wise is crap or very lackluster. I mean, they've had one guy that did the signals for a lot of the American routes, and they moan about him. You got High Iron Simulations that did the Santa Fe pack and whatever this new pack that's coming along. Apparently, they are the only one that are doing third-party packs for America, and you get tons of people slagging them off because they're shit, apparently. But I'm like, hold on a minute. But they're the only ones that are doing it, between them and Dovetail. Yeah, but it's Americans, because they want it to be so goddamn perfect. And you know what the Americans are like. They've blown their own troops up to get a bloody decent kill in a war. Then they cover it up. Oh, did I say that out loud? Whoops. But you know, it is what it is, you know. And there are going to be people saying, well, I can do it better than that. Well, off you go, son. Fill your boots. You know? There'll be people moaning about, like I said, they've moaned about the 90 without the engine room. And Alan Thompson had dutifully turned around and said they wanted to concentrate in on getting the cabs done for it. I mean, to be honest, I still kind of a bit miffed that he hasn't updated the route or fixed the bugs on the route, especially the one where the trains hit each other going round the corner. As far as I'm aware, that's still not been updated. I can't say anything about the 90 yet, but I will do when I can. I do like the 90. And there's a but, and I can't say anything until it's released. No, it's like I said, Bradley, 99.95% of the time when you're driving a locomotive, you are not sat in the frickin' engine room driving it. You are driving it from the cab. End of. Reminds me of an old, not the 9 o'clock news joke. The Americans are going to make up for being late for the last 2 world wars by being especially early to the next one. That is so true. It's not station cat, no. And the thing was, those were done in their own spare time. That's what people don't pick up on. Those were all done, and the guy that did them added them in his own time, not in company time. And that was explained, but of course people didn't listen about that. There's nothing wrong with the engine rooms in a train sim, but that's entirely up to the person that does it. And Bradley should know because he used to drive the 395s. Well, no, because you do get station cats, and you do get cats in train stations. Not literally every single station along the Birmingham Cross City route, mind, but you know. Yeah, but everyone's expectations are different. And what is it easier to do? A station cat or model an entire engine room? Scriptable as well. I mean, the other thing, what I will say is, there's not one set preference between how something is built. So, like TSG, may end up doing not an expert loco, or like these guys from Czech that did the Starter Parker route, right? Their locos are fantastic. That 750 is great for a first time route. It's amazing. They didn't have to model that loco engine room, but they did. But then, should there be a set preference that when you do a locomotive, engine rooms should be present? Should that be a set preference? Like when was it Rivet did the station announcement sort of thing on the train? The next train, or we will shortly be calling at whatever it is. Why wasn't that fully adopted from that point on, so to speak? I can see like what Dovetail did with the guard mode when it came as an experiment in a scenario on the Manchester Glossop route, and now that's been made as standard. So I can see that point of thing. Now, will we be getting in the next Train Sim world, Station Master world, where you actually spend your time on the station dispatching the trains and all that sort of thing? Oh, I don't know whether that'd be a good thing or not. Will people like it? They'll probably include it, and it'll be there for people to do if they want it. But I think the gap between, like, you know, with who is it? Firefly, where, you know, you've got the GSMR here that you can actually put your 5 Tango Oscar 5 Tango 05 for your ECS head code in. When you notify the signalman and blah blah blah, you actually punch that in on a GSMR. Boom. Do that, bang, it works. Now, has that got to be made to everyone? DAGW has low standards for their own game and demands their player base lower than their standards. I don't think they do, to be honest. They have high standards. But it's to the point where they need to get on top of fixing bugs. That's the main thing. They're churning out DLC because they're a business. They need to be seen to be earning money. If they're not earning money and making profit, then they're not going to be around much longer. That's it. Again with the bugs. Now, I've got to try and word this carefully so I don't A, drop myself in it, B, drop anyone else in it, and make a complete arse and tit out of myself. Bugs are bugs, and there's different type of bugs. Does it affect the gameplay? Does it stop you from completing a scenario, or does it stop you from getting a trophy? Now we do know there are some that do stop them from getting a trophy, but there's one guy, and he was I have to laugh my head off with this because he was just like he was name dropping Alan Thompson of all people, and it was nothing at all to do with him. He said, "You're a dev for Train Sim World," and I was just like, "Yeah, this ain't gonna go far." And he was moaning about there's a sign that was stretched on the window of, I can't remember what train it was, and when the doors opened, the stretched sign stays there. I've not seen it, to be honest, and I don't know what thing he was on, but we were all saying to him, you have to report it, you know, on the Dovetail support page. And he was like, "Oh, I've done it dozens of times." And I said, "Right, so don't report it again then. But I want it fixed. It will be fixed when it's ready, when it's done, when it's turn." I said, "It's not a game-ending bug, is it?" And he goes, "But it is to me." And I said, No. I said, "It's not a game-ending bug. It's a bug that you want fixed, that you're not going to get fixed when you want it. You know?" It's a really annoying thing. There are bugs there. I mean, one of the ones that's finally been fixed was on East Coast Way. When you drive 2 313s from Brighton to Lewis in a scenario, and then the 313, you uncouple it in front of you, AI takes that 313 off towards Eastbourne, and then you drive the other one to where you're supposed to drive it, New Haven Way, and down to wherever it's called, I can't remember. But you can't complete that scenario, or you couldn't complete the scenario, because the 313 that the AI took has gone off path, and it's blocking the junction that you need to go down to New Haven. And that has been broke since basically they had the 313 on East Coast Way. That has recently been fixed in the remaster. Finally. There's another one like it on Tees Valley, which I think passed you on the wrong siding. One thing that I've come across as well is when people don't report bugs. You see it on the Train Sim Community World Facebook page. Oh, there's this bug. There's this. Look at this glitch. Blah 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 blah. XXX is wrong. Blah blah blah. Sometimes it's obviously a big glitch problem, whatever. But then you ask them, goes, "Oh, have you reported it?" No. Why not? Nothing gets done. But have you reported it? No. Well, nothing is going to get done then, because you've not reported it. You know, people, if they want bugs sorted, boom, they have to report them. But once you report them, it doesn't mean the bug is going to be fixed straight away. It doesn't work that way. It's going to be put into, is it a game ender? Is it something that we can bring in a patch from a few, you know, in a month's time? We get time to sort it out. Honestly, I totally get where you're coming from. But Dovetail unfortunately got themselves into this mess by releasing an awful lot of content, and then some of the stuff just not getting fixed. And that is wrong. I have to say that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Specky Man. It's called Triage. Well, I can tell you what my last two game crashes were on the PS5, and that was my own fault yesterday. Driving the US train, and I was at the back. This was on the Stamford, New York route, And on the PS5, it's the route is sometimes it's what's that word? It's very flaky. You can have a good run on it, you can have a bad run, and then you can have it just crash. Now, like I said, so far it's crashed twice on me. Yesterday was my own fault, because I know that I shouldn't have gone to the rear of the train and then pressed 3 to come back in cab. Or 1, sorry, to come back in cab. Because I know that will cause a problem, and especially if I'm live streaming. That was my fault, because that was my fault the stream crashed, or the PlayStation crashed, because I should know that, and it's easy to forget. The other one is like I explained to you earlier with the AC64 Trains and World 2020 Amtrak 50th anniversary vinyl one. 3,000 foot away from Stanford, the game just crashes at about 30-45 frames a second. And I wasn't streaming. But Thursday night, when I was streaming, the game was running between 14 and 15 frames a second. And I had literally, it was in the red. I was plodding along about 10 miles an hour. And I had about 20 other trains behind me on the other line, because some loco had gone off path. Which that should have been sorted, to be honest. I've got no problem saying that. That should have been sorted. That should have been seen, should have been noted. And that is one of those ones where, you know, it's even on, it's even been picked up now. It was on British Ace's video that he created. So yeah, that should be fixed. That should be sorted. They should have seen that in testing. So obviously, whoever it is who does the testing, whoever it goes out to a third party, whatever, bunch of testers, they're not picking everything up, and that's obvious. And that needs to be, the pickup rate needs to go up by 95%, to be honest, of bugs. And it then has to go, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't get picked up, but then it has to be sorted. It's got to be down to Dovetail to get it sorted before it gets released. It's not a game-ending bug, because you got the option, oh, you can delete it, which you really shouldn't have to do that. So yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from, and I understand it completely. Good morning there, young Tom. Good evening. It will be Wednesday, it's being shown, and I will be live from 9 PM on Wednesday evening showcasing it. Too many things are wrong with TSW for you to say DTG is high standards. Oh, their standards have dropped. And they need to sort it out. They need to sort it out. Because, you know, I know it's triage and everything, but like I said, there's still bugs that's been going on since back in Trains and World 2020 days. It needs to be sorted. And I know how they do it. They do, you know, it's based on triage, basically. We'll get these ones done, we get these ones done. And obviously their big problem at the moment is, do you want them to concentrate on getting all the old bugs done, or do you want them to concentrate on trying to get this blurry textures thing sorted? I want them to try and get this blurry textures thing sorted, and this bloody PlayStation thing where you're limited with layers and content share. Needs less focus. Well, I think it was less. If it was less focused, they'd be less money for Dovetail, to be honest, and Dovetail wouldn't be here. That, I think, is the simplicity of it. That's just my thought. That's not anything newsy or anything. That's just my thoughts. Yeah. Thank March is nearly over. No, that is my thoughts. That's not news from Dovetail. That's just my thoughts. That's not anything being press released or anything. It's just my own thoughts. I mean, as Focus have just left them alone, you know. Let them get on with it. Fixing the external camera in immersion mode. What's wrong with that, Specky man? What is the immersion camera? Because I've got no clue what that is. To be honest, I don't. I use 1, 2, 3, 3 again, and 8. Control guide. Where's the immersive camera on here? Oh, are you talking, hold on a minute. Have I just unlocked my doors? Bear with me. No. Press right stick. Yeah, I see. Thing is, I don't really use it because I use a keyboard. It's so much easier, and this is what I will always say to people: if you've got a cheap USB keyboard, you can buy a keyboard. A cheap one for what, £5 these days? Invest in one of them. It is so much easier and quicker to use than Shift and whatever. It's, you know, it's so much easier to just use the keyboard. And basically, consoles can use USB keyboards. It's USB. Sometimes you like to ride shotgun and then let the AI drive. You click right JS to go outside to look around, then when you press again to return, it dumps you in the driver's seat instead. Well, again, this. Oh, hello. I am a way bit too speed. I'm trying to concentrate on this. Again, I would say with a keyboard, it'd be so much easier. If you want to be a passenger, then just basically you sit down, okay, and then just basically you press F. You press 3. I've got to be a passenger to do it, so I will try this. The keyboard is wacky too on Xbox. Is it? Is it? I've had a keyboard on Xbox, no problem with it. Yeah, basically, Bradley, I know that, but keyboards are so cheap these days. You can just pick them up for a £5. I know not everyone can have them, but you know, if you can afford, you know, if you can afford cigarettes or beer down the pub with your mates, if you're old enough or young enough, then basically you can afford to buy a keyboard. It's like someone I know, they get over £2,500 a month in benefits for their family, and they still ask someone else I know for money at the end of the month. Now, at the end of the day, if that person stopped going out every night for fast food tea and went home and cooked it instead of going out to places like fucking Five Guys and fucking Wendy's, then they would be able to support their family better. No, that's taking them off for refurb. Little Jimmy can ask his mum and dad for one. Instead of spending all his pocket money on his Just for Fans site of the teachers. Bradley, stop it. This is why I will always recommend a keyboard. Like I said, you can pick up a second-hand one or a cheap one for £5, less than that. I mean, this one that I've got, which is an LED one, I'm actually going to get another one for the PC. I'm getting rid of the Roccat one because it's horrible. I just can't deal with it, and I quite like this keyboard. So if I can get another LED keyboard, then I'll be getting this, you know, a new one. Five Guys is lovely, but you need a bloody mortgage. While you're getting a keyboard, you might switch PC entirely. Well, I've got to make the decision at some point to stop playing on the PC for a week. My God. Because I need to transfer Train Sim World off the SSD on the PC, which is the C drive, and it needs to go on the D drive where I've got 8 terabyte. But with that, I also need to Close the doors. Why have I keyed out? I need to remove Trains in World 2, 3, 4 and 5 off of the 8TB drive. I also need to back up shitloads of photos. I also need to back up and delete a load of videos that are at 4 or 5 gig each. So yeah. Because I've only got about 120 gig left on the C drive. That's where Windows is, and I want to keep that, try and keep that a bit clear. It's either that or, I mean, I can do that until I invest in a better SSD for the PC, but that's all going to cost money. So I need to try and evaluate what I need to keep and what I don't need to keep on the hard drive. To be honest, the PC's fine with Trains in World. It gets a little bit warm every now and then, which is great in the winter, because it, for low cost, it does heat the living room up quite well. Which is crazy. But yeah, that's the plan, is to change drives for Trains in World on Steam. Remove the old versions of Trains in World. Yeah, I've got a huge big water cooled fan on it. And it gets quite warm playing Trains in World. Doesn't do too bad with Wonders of Sodor. I mean, for someone that's unemployed, I've got a busy week this week. I wanted to do on Friday. I wanted to do Swanage Steam Gala, but I can't do it on Friday. I've got to do it on Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday I won't be streaming. Oh God, yeah, Wonders. There are a few there's a few things that I have reported, and one of them that if you hit the T key, which is the schedule key, and I do not recommend you do it, and then go and use your controller, you won't be able to. Also, F7 as well doesn't shut off the you know, you get the coloured coach marks where you're supposed to stop. It locks everything on it. Yeah, but I can report it straight to Dovetail from the in the ambassador server. So I just tag people, boom. So hopefully that's going to be sorted. So there are more patches coming at some point. Also, there's no track monitor either. Oh God, it's great at 60 frames a second. It looks weird though when you put like the Flying Scotsman in Wonders of Sodor. Like I said, the green Thomas doesn't work. Really don't know what else to put in there. I was thinking about taking the Stania and the Black and the Jubilee out, and then putting Peak Forest in there instead of Spirit of Steam. That way I'll get the Fowler as well. You've seen the 145 on Sodor, but what the hell for? You can't run it. How the hell did I do that? You basically you swap the pack files. You don't swap them. You copy them over, and wherever the pack files sit in the Steam for Train Sim World, you copy them to the same directory in Wonders of Sodor. You can't on console, no. I have a picture on the Train Sim World community page. It's had over 180 odd likes so far. Basically, I've got Gordon, then the Flying Scotsman, the two locos from the Spirit of Steam, then we got Thomas, then we got Percy, sorry, Thomas, and then James, and they're all looking in shock at the three Steam locos next to them. You can force electrification via console commands. Ah, I see. I would have no idea how to do that. But yeah, the green 80th anniversary Thomas doesn't work, so I can't get that in there. But that was within hours of it releasing. They had done that within what, 2 hours? Guys, this is going to be my last one because it's coming up to about 5:30, so I've got to go. I've got to be out in an hour. I've got to try and have something to eat as well, which is not going to be good. If not, I'll have something when I get back. So yeah, the Class 90 stream will start with Alan and Matt this evening at 7 o'clock, I think it is. I shall watch that when I come back. I have Medway Valley to install on the PlayStation. I shall be having a quick look at that later. And I am not going to spad this. It should let me in, actually. It should go yellow. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know you want to go yellow. Maybe not then. Just as I stop, it will. I think it's 7 PM. That's not out until the 30th of March. I quite like it, but that's all I can say at the moment. That 15-minute limit? It is a 15 limit. We're going to get a ready on that one. We'll stop, don't worry. There's a bloody unit there. Don't recall ever seeing one there. Yeah, that's also been noted as well. I don't recall ever seeing units there. And there you go. 18,477 and a gold. Not good. Yeah, that is going to be it for today because I'm going to have to... Also looking forward to the 2 West Coast mainline routes as you go from Euston all the way up to Carlisle. Yes. Yes. Definitely. Definitely on that one. Whew. Yeah, so next time I will be live will be Wednesday afternoon. It will be Mass Effect 3. You won't be buying any more DLC till you pay for your new laptop. That's fair enough. If you guys also, yeah. What time is night preview? Yeah. So yeah, Wednesday afternoon will be. What's it? Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday afternoon will be. Wednesday afternoon gaming with Mass Effect 3. We'll be continuing that story. And then 7 o'clock there will be the Medway Valley preview. And then 9 o'clock Wednesday night I will be live with my first look at Medway Valley. And it will be on the PC. Even though I do have a PS5 key, it has to be on the PC. Because the reason why I have a PS5 key, early access, it is not updated until right before. It will probably be an earlier version, so it won't be updated. It's an early build just so they can look at it, but they just can't keep uploading it, if you know what I mean, updating it like they can do with the PC. So yeah. Are you too late? No, you can always wind it back for 2.5 hours and start at 2 o'clock, mate. Welcome to the stream anyway. Yeah, so I will be live Wednesday afternoon and then Wednesday evening from 9 o'clock with the Medway first look. But Wednesday afternoon will be Mass Effect for Wednesday afternoon gaming. And then in theory Thursday, I think I'm live from normal time, and Thursday I'm going to do. I've got to wait and see because I think I've got a blood test Thursday and I've got a UC meeting as well. Or have I got a UC meeting on Wednesday? Blood test one day, UC meeting the next, I think. Oh god, there's so much going on. Then Friday I'm home. Saturday and Sunday there is no stream Saturday. I am at Swanage Steam Gala. But I'm going to be too knackered to do a stream anyway, so I'll just have a quiet night or something. I don't know. Right, anyway, guys, thank you all very much. Really hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, hit the like button, hit the sub button. This has just been a nice little play along with having Southeastern Highspeed. So in preparedness for Medway Valley for later on in the week. So yeah, guys, thank you all very much, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ta, bye.